Hey, good evening. My name is Justin, and I am the founder of M&H Spirits, and I'm introducing to you tonight a brand new liquor called Milk and Honey. Milk and Honey is an all-natural cream liqueur, sort of like a Bailey's, but much lighter and much more delicate. It's 100% all-natural, and it's got 30% less sugar than Bailey's, and it mixes incredibly with anything. Like we say here, it's amazing on ice, and it's magic in the mix. Mike Ray of Gold Diggers. So Mike's tried the product. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I actually like it, man. It's pretty tasty. Pretty good.
So what we're going to do right now, we're going to mix up some milk and honey. So why don't you just stick around with us here, and we're going to show you. We're going to make two simple drinks that anybody can make at home. One is called Hennessy Ice Cream, which is 2 parts milk and honey, 1 part Hennessy. And the other one is called the Cielo Blanco, which is 2 parts milk and honey and 1 part white Cuervo tequila. So stick with us. The unique thing about milk and honey is most people don't know the real honey of the land of milk and honey didn't come from bees. In Hebrew, the word honey, there's actually not a word honey. The word for honey is sweet thing, and anything sweet is called sweet thing. So in Europe, they took the word sweet thing and they called it honey because they had bee honey in Europe. But in the ancient land of milk and honey in the Middle East, they didn't have flowers and bees, they had palm trees. And the honey of the ancient land of milk and honey was date honey from the fruit of the desert palm. So milk and honey is the world's first date honey cream liqueur. It's made with date honey that we import from the Sea of Galilee. We mix it over 24 hours, and it produces an exceptionally smooth and delicious product. If you ever wonder what the real milk and honey tastes like, this is it. A 3,000-year-old recipe from heaven. This is God's booze. And it mixes incredibly with anything. Like for example, tonight we mixed up 2 drinks. Hennessy ice cream and the Cielo Blanco. One with Hennessy and one with Cuervo tequila. And the nice thing about milk and honey is when you mix it with something, you don't lose the underlying spirit. We have a saying here, milk and honey makes a great spirit shine. So when you drink it with Hennessy, the rough edges get cut out and the warm middle comes through. So you'll still taste your Hennessy. Same thing with Cuervo. The rough edges get cut out, but you still taste the warm, smooth middle of the tequila. We have another saying here, and I think this is really important to know, that milk and honey is the symbol of love and blessing. And as we like to say here, milk and honey is love and blessing in a bottle. So I'll tell you one thing that we do with milk and honey, that if you buy a bottle of milk and honey, and we're available in all local stores right now in Milwaukee, all the way from Otto's Liquors to Discount Liquors to Teutonia Liquors and Best Buy Liquors and my gosh, Woodman's and Ray's, all sorts of local retailers. But go to your store and ask them for it. Say, hey, do you guys have milk and honey? Because it helps us. We're a small local brand based in Sherman Park right here in Milwaukee. But we like to have a thing. And if you buy a bottle of milk and honey, you got to promise me one thing. When you drink it, you're going to drink it with people you love. Because milk and honey is love and blessing in a bottle. And it's all about celebrating the wonderful good things in life. So celebrate your milk and honey. Because you got to be grateful. And I'm very grateful just to have the opportunity to share my product with you. Thank you so much.